Hello, everyone, and welcome to Adams Tennis Complex. We have an exciting matchup of women's tennis with MTSU facing off against the East Tennessee State University Buccaneers. My name is Darius White, and I'm sitting alongside Zachary Long. Zach, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? And I think we have a guest.
Actually, we do have a guest. We're going to kick it right over to Coach Teo.
How are you today, Coach?
I'm good.
I say, Coach, it's good to hear from you. Good to see you. We're just going to start off with some questions for you today. First off, after a 4-game road trip, how excited is your team to finally, play at the Adams Tennis Complex for the first time this season?
I think they're really excited. A little pumped up. The road trips can be a little tough. Not sleeping in your own bed and different eating habits and stuff like that. So hopefully, being home today, they're a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more excited and focused for this match.
Good, Coach. It's good to hear. In the match y'all have won, the doubles point was crucial to gaining momentum in that match. How important is that doubles point today for your team?
I mean, it's important, and they know it. We talk about it all the time. That doubles point was crucial to our loss against Chattanooga last weekend as well. I mean, we practice so much on specific things in practice to get better for these matches. We just got to really put what we do in practice into play.
Right, and Coach, speaking of your match against UTC, it was really close, and you guys came just short with a 3-4 loss. And so can you talk to us about the takeaways from that and what you told your team after that matchup?
I mean, the takeaway is, we've worked on a lot of specific low balls, and for us not to make errors that were needlessly made. So the unforced error rate was really high, and we have to kind of manage those and make sure we're making shots, not going for too much at the wrong time, and also going in with a specific game plan every single point and being committed and focused on that. And that really, I think, would make a difference a little bit in that Chattanooga match.
Coach, we have one more quick question for you. How much of an advantage is playing here at the Adams Tennis Complex?
Well, when we have our fans here, that's a big advantage. Home court, we just feel more comfortable. We play here every day. Other teams may not be as comfortable, so that makes a big difference. So, as always, home court is always a great advantage.
Well, thank you, Coach, for taking the time to interview with us. Good luck on the match, and we'll talk to you after the match. There you guys had it. You heard it there first from Coach Teo. And, she spoke about their matchup against UTC and that being, just some unforced errors and trying to, figure that out. So she spoke about that a little bit. And, now we're looking ahead to ETSU as they're playing today. So, Zach, what do you think about ETSU this season?
So ETSU has still yet to win their first match of the year, but they have played some very tough competition. They have played at Kentucky twice, where that came down to the final court, lost 4-3, 4-3 there.
Right.
Then they went to Virginia Tech, lost that 6-1, and then they went to number 8 North Carolina State and lost that one 6-1 as well. And again, all those matches are away. So they're playing Kier and then Belmont. Then they have their very first home match of the year. So they're maybe trying to get through those 6 matches and then trying to get that first home match under their belt.
Yeah, and we spoke about them playing against North Carolina State University, and they came up just losing 6-1 there. But a player to look out for on their team is Lalo Bakavadora, and she went out and defeated the number 25 player in the country at the moment, Abigail Rocelli, and she also, with that being her 3rd win versus a ranked opponent this season. So can you speak about her and what she means to this team as a key player?
Yeah, no, definitely. So she has beaten number 100 ranked Carlota Molina twice, and that is the Kentucky player. Of course, they played them those first 2 matches of the year. So That's big for them. That is a big crucial part of their momentum. And she was named as the southern area of the country's most valuable player for this past week, so player of the week.
Yes, and she was also the student athlete of the week this week as well.
Yes, of course. So on the field, on the court and off the court, that's great. And then another person to watch out for is Alejandra Morales.
Right.
She is 3-1 in singles. So those 2 players are something to watch out for in this match today.
Right, and that team is coached by Ricardo Raz, his 3rd year being the head coach. He's actually an ETSU alum, and so he's been on the coaching staff for a while now, and that's his 3rd season as a head coach. And, starting with the season 0-4, like you said, it's probably not the best or the strongest start that he wanted for his team. But like you said, they played a lot of tough opponents, and, they're really looking to maybe get a bounce-back win today, maybe, or, a bounce-back win sometime soon. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Of course, no, sorry to interrupt. No, but definitely something that we talked to Coach Teo about was that doubles point. They have dropped their last 3 doubles points. So against Kentucky, they lost their first one with the first doubles point, then won that second match's doubles point.
Right.
But then they haven't won a doubles match point since, and that is huge to get momentum and getting your foot into the door, and then getting momentum going into that match, and building your confidence up. So that is something that both teams need to focus on today, grabbing that doubles point and how important it is for that.
Right. And so now we're looking over the MTSU, and their season has been a little bit rocky as well. They starting the season 1-4 overall, and they're 0-1 against conference opponents at the moment. So what is the MTSU needs to do to eke out a win today?
Well, again, playing away from home is always very tough, but now they're able to sleep in their own dorm beds, their own beds, and then they're able to, it's different playing at home.
Yeah, something different about playing at home. Having that ability to wake up and come here and not have to drive hours away. Stay at a hotel like Coach Teo was saying. So MTSU's definitely looking to get in that first win here, as this is their first home matchup. And let's talk about their last matchup last week against UTC. They lost that one in a 3-4 loss, and it came down to the last second or to the last court. And so taking from that game coming here now, what is MTSU taking from that moment?
They have to secure that doubles point. That doubles point was the difference between winning that match and losing that match.
Right.
Again, if you get that doubles point, you only have to split the 6 singles courts. But if you lose that, you have to win 4 out of the 6. So securing that doubles point can't be overstated enough.
Right.
But again, the teams that MTSU have lost to are no slouches either. They played FAU, really good. They played Vanderbilt, really good as well. And then they played Belmont. Those are 3 very quality opponents. So both of these teams have played great quality opponents. So today may be a match where you see one team start to gain a little bit momentum going into the mid-season run.
Right, and so we're moving on to looking at some key players. I think we should start with the Bernard sisters, the twin sisters. They've been pretty solid this season for the Lady Raiders, if I could say so myself. In the last 2 sets, the Bernard sisters, or Lee Bernard, won in 2 sets last game against UTC. And Denari Bernard also won in 2 sets, 6-4 and 6-2. And so those, like you said, those 2 sisters are also, going to be a big piece of the Blue Raiders game plan. What do you think about the Bernard sisters?
So Lee and Zani, Lee Bernard's on court 1, and that is where you get a lot of your momentum. That's where your best player is, and you usually play how your best player plays. Of course, in other sports, like in basketball, if your best player is going off and having a great night, you feed off that energy.
Right.
And Lee has done a good job of passing that energy down to the rest of the courts and being up-tempo, being excited, being, that leader of the team that she has been. And then Zani as well, winning that last match gives her a lot of confidence. That was her first match win of the year, that dual match win of the year. So maybe that gives her a little bit momentum coming into this East Tennessee State match.
Right, and like you said, we spoke that MTSU only has 2 double matches on the season, and so that brings their win percentage to just below 20%. And so if MTSU really wants to win, I think, like you've been emphasizing, that doubles match point is definitely going to be what they're looking forward to. And speaking of their win percentages, we're looking at their single match percentage, and they're just above 30% on the season with that. So a bit of a slow start, but the team is trying to build momentum as they're continuing on the season, and being at home is just going to be one of those first steps for that.
No, definitely. And then something that Coach was talking about was stopping those unforced errors. And again, this is a veteran team, so this rough start, this will not phase them as much as it would for, say, a younger team filled with freshmen. They have only 1 freshman on the team, and that's Ellie. Ellie Swarbrick's their only freshman on this team. So again, they can ride those highs and lows because they have been there before, and that's where they need to lean on those the Lee and Zani Bernard.
Right, and we're going to take a quick look at the MTSU schedule coming up. So today they're playing against ETSU, obviously. Their next game is going to be tomorrow against Austin P. It's an away game, and then next Friday they're going to be playing Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis. That's one team. And that's going to be next Friday the 14th. That's going to be a home game here at Adda Tennis Complex.
That's a
And
mouthful.
yes, that is a mouthful right there. But we will be, live streaming that game here on
Good
the
afternoon, ladies
CUSA
and gentlemen.
TV.
Welcome to the
And
Adams
then
Tennis
they have played
Complex.
UT Martin
Today's
as
matchup
well
between
next
the
Friday.
East
And so
Tennessee State
ETSU
University
schedule for next week
Buccaneers
is
and your
Belmont.
Middle
They're going to be
Tennessee
playing
Blue
that game
Raiders.
tomorrow. Their last road game before they head home and play,
We'd now like to ask
or
you to
their
stand.
last, their almost last, the second to last road game. They're
And I
going to play
I
Vanderbilt.
think they're about to do the national anthem, so we're going to step aside.
Yeah, 1 second, we're going to step aside, take a quick break while they do the national anthem. Alrighty, and there you guys heard it, the national anthem there. Always great to hear the national anthem before the game. I think we were finishing off the schedules for ETSU. So they're going to be playing their game tomorrow, Sunday against Belmont, and then they're going to be playing next Friday at Vanderbilt. And then after that, they're going to be playing their first home game against VCU, which is going to be on February 12th. And so busy slate of games coming up, really a lot of games coming up, and so we're actually going to take a short break, and so when we come back, we're going to be heading over into the doubles match. We'll be right back on CUSA TV.
Now it's time.
Here at MTN Sports, you could say we're a bit competitive.
All right, boys, I got a media pass for the big game this weekend. Who's covering it? 6 feet 4. Fight! 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me guess. Who's shooting this weekend? The funny thing is, I've got 2.
I'm going to that game. Welcome back. And welcome back. Now let's get you guys started up with today's doubles match. The physical court that they are on it's not going to be how they're lined up. So please.
So court 1, we have Zoni Bernard and left star Alexis facing off against Bakadurova and Morales of East Tennessee State University. Court 2 is Noel Morrow and Lee Bernard, and they will be facing off against Alfaro and Rivera. And then on court 3, it's Muskan Gupta and Ellie Swarbrick is facing off against Elizaris and Carvajal.
Right, and so as we look at that, how has Love Star Alexis has been on the season as far as partnering up with Zani Bernard?
Zoni Bernard?
Yeah, Zani Bernard. Sorry.
Well, they have all struggled in that doubles point, so that is something. Again, there's something that they are looking forward to trying and winning. That again, that doubles point, getting that momentum. So, I think we're about to go. If we could go to court number 1.
It looks like we're going to be going to court number 1. As you see, the ladies are, meeting at center court, talking it over with the judge.
Actually, it looks like we are on court number 2. So you look at Noel Morrow and Lee Bernard, and Alfaro and Rivera of East Tennessee State University, the Buccaneers, having the meeting before the match, going over just ground rules and everything, making sure both teams understand. As you see Coach Teo
Running across the court, and see some clapping after it.
Well, looks like we're about to get ready to get going.
Yeah,
Excited for this one.
Excited day of matchups for sure. Alright, so first serve into the net. It's not very uncommon.
There you go, 15 love.
Yeah, strong start,
Well,
strong
like-
serve.
Look like it handcuffed her just a little bit. Good second serve there from Zani. Lee, excuse me.
Alright, Lee with the second serve.
There you go,
Man,
30 love.
Another error, by the ETSU Buccaneers. For the second in a row.
2 of those unforced errors there from East Tennessee. Something to keep an eye on to see if that continues to develop in this particular doubles match.
Bernard with another swing over.
And another
And
one.
another error. There's 3 forced errors in a row for the ETSU Buccaneers. So, not a very strong start for them at this point.
Well, not particularly in this one, but you also have to give credit to Lee.
She's hitting it in the right spots to where they can't respond as well. Lee's first serve across the net. Alright, and one in an error by Lee there as she gets the ball into the net. Giving ETSU their first score in this court. Lee with another serve.
And there you go, first game goes to MTSU.
And another forced error by ETSU.
There goes 1-0.
And so, 1-0 for MTSU. They're starting off strong. That was quick. Moving on to we're gonna move on actually to court 3. And so on court 3 we had
That is Muskan Gupta and Ellie Swarbrick, and they're facing Elizaris and Carvajal of ETSU. And so it looks like we're going to go there in just 1 second.
and so like I said, MTSU starting off strong with that 1-0 start on court 2.
Staying on serve is really big. As it looks like Gupta's serving right now. Oh,
Wow.
what a put away there from Swarbrick.
Alright, and we're actually gonna give they're talking it over a little bit, catching their breath, making sure that they're, recommitting to the game plan.
That one was just a little wide.
Alright, Gupta with another serve.
Ellie just couldn't get to that one. That was a good return there from East Tennessee State.
her next serve.
Oh, another great return there.
Wow, great return there.
Good angle there by Swarbrick.
Swerve is in the right spot at the right time. All right, and we're actually moving over to court number 1, where we have Zani Bernard and Love Star Alexis going against Becca Vodora and Morales.
As that one looks like that was just a little bit deep there for Morales. Every single court's on serve right now, which is good for MTSU. Good play there by Bakadorova.
First serve into the net. ETSU on their second serve. Ooh,
That was deep from Zani. Oh, they called it in.
they called it in.
That one was definitely deep, but
It looked in to me actually. From my point of view, I thought it was in too. Because it looked like it hit like right at the top of the right side, right where her foot was inside the line.
from what I was looking, from where I was looking, it did look like it was about where the ETSU players say it was that deep. It did to me look deep, but it doesn't matter now. MTSU got the point.
Ooh.
A little anger in that serve.
She wasn't very appreciative that MTSU got that point there. Alright, ETSU is preparing to serve.
Oh, left star, what a play.
Love Star with a nice hit. Nice angle on that hit as well.
Good overhand there. I think that's Bakadorova. Bernard really didn't have a shot at that. That was a perfectly placed ball.
ETSU with the serve.
As it
ETSU
looked
with a
like-
nice hit there.
Yeah, so
Unreturable by Love Star there.
so we don't really know what happened because play site is buffering just a little bit, as you can tell. But that was a game point for ETSU. So that was a great rally, and that was a good confidence builder for ETSU.
Alright, and we're actually going to be moving over to court number 2. And so back to court number 2, we still have Noah Morale and Lee Bernard, and they're facing off against Afro and Alfaro and
and Rivera.
Rivera.
Good overhand there. It is 1-1 on all three courts. Each court is still on serve. Pretty evenly matched so far.
Ooh, big error right there.
Good serve there from Noel. Looks like from what we've seen from ETSU on court number 2, they're having trouble with their forehands right now. Struggling to get the return on their forehand side just back over the net. Hitting a few already into the net. That's very deep from Noel, and that looks like that's your first break of the match so far, with ETSU taking that game and getting that break 2-1 right now.
And so ETSU going up on a break, and we're going over to court number 1. So we're going over to court number 1, and like we said, we had Zani Bernard and Love Star Alexis there, and they're playing off against Belvedere and Morales. Alright, and now we see that Bernard has the serve here. Big serve. It's right out on the line. Or actually it's right inside. Unreturnable player by Bernard. So ETSU with the point there. Alright, Bernard here with the serve. Just a bit deep there.
Both teams came into this match dropping their last 3 doubles points.
And so now they're both looking to, gain that momentum. We spoke about it in the pregame show, or right before the game, that these double points are very important if you're trying to take that advantage, take that lead, get out to an early start here. Here's Bernard with the serve.
That's deep.
Shit. A little deep.
And now you're looking at ETSU up breaks on courts 1 and court number 2. As they're going over for a changeover.
And so with ETSU taking a break on those courts, we're actually going to be switching over to court number 3. And so back to court number 3, we still have Gupta and Swirbik, and we have for MTSU.
Oh,
we have
Gupta.
Olaris
Great
and
overhand
Olaris
there.
for ETSU.
And that is on serve. So that one is 2-1 as we just saw the last point of that game. And now we're coming back to us to go right back to court number 2.
Yeah, court number 2. I'm moving over to court number 2, where we still have Noel Morrow and Lee Bernard playing against Alfaro and Rivero of ETSU.
Is that wide? MTSU is looking to try and break back. Looks like that. Right there, Lee just misread that.
Just a little bit there. Currently, ETSU is up 2-1. But
On those courts 1 and 2, and those are all up a break. The only court still on serve is court number 3, where MTSU is up 2-1.
alright, big error there by ETSU right into the net.
As that one is steep as well.
It's a little steep off to the right. And we're actually going to be moving over back to court number 3. As you were saying, court number 3 is the only court that is up at the moment, on this, up the serve, and they're on the break.
Good overhand there from Gupta.
It's a little wide.
It looks like on court number 1, Bakadorova and Morales kept serve. So they still have that break up, now up 3-1. That is deep.
It's right down the middle, too.
Good aggressive play there from Gupta.
So she stepped up into the spot and, hit it perfectly. But we're actually moving on over to court number 2. Court number 2. Or, sorry, moving over to court number 1, man. Can't
It's
get the
okay.
courts together today. and so, as you were saying, court number 1 still has ETSU up 3-1 here. And so now we have 12 star with the serve.
It looks like on court number 2, Alfaro and Rivera, they kept serve. So now they are up 3-1 with that break over Noel Morrow and Lee Bernard.
This is looking with Love Star going over with another serve. Love Star with another serve here. It's a little too strong there. Perfect angle, just a little strong. And it's a little deep on that hit.
Lee wasn't able to react fast enough there.
And Love Star with another serve here.
Oh,
Ooh.
what a play there from Zani. Read that beautifully. As you saw Gupta's overhand there. 2 in a row with an angle from the left side of your screen.
Oh, wow. Bernard out there, just a little too strong. Out to the left side.
That was good move in rotation there, but Zani right there just wasn't able to get under it enough. Get on top of it enough, excuse me. As on court number 5, it looks like even they're still down that break. Excuse me, court number 2, still down that break. Noel and Lee just held their serve, so they're still only down one break, down 3-2. Oh,
What a hit
shot there.
Yes. And it looked like they're going to be taking a break there. And so we're going to be switching back over to court 3. And as you were saying, court 3 has...
That's Gupta and Swarbrick right now, and Swarbrick has been really impressive so far today as they are up that break on court number 3, 3-1. And it looks like on court number 1, Bekadirova and Morales went up another break, so now they're up 2 breaks. A shot there from Swarbrick, and right now it looks like it's going to come down to court number 2 if everything keeps whole serve. So what MTSU needs to do is they need to get that break back on court 2. Again, the only time MTSU has won the doubles point this year was in their one victory. That's deep from ETSU there.
Just a little bit too much power on that return there. As you can tell, it went out.
Gupta serve. Looks like Swarbrick's gonna go over to the right. Or fake. Serve was a little deep.
Just a little interruption there from court number 2. Gupta with the serve.
That one was deep from Gupta there.
Just a little too much power on that return there. And he hit right down there.
And now they're back on to serve on court 3. So that was a big break. So on court number 3, it looks like Elizares and Carvajal, they've broke right back. And now they're back on serve 3-2.
Yeah, and so we're going to move over to court number 2. And like you said, the match could come down to court number 2. And both strong plays from both sides of the court here.
As that one was deep.
Just a little too much power there on that return. Alright, ETSU with the serve here.
That one was wide. As that scream that you just heard, that came from court number 1.
Alright, ETSU with the serve here.
Good job there from Alfaro.
Just caught him right between that angle right there, and it bounced past him.
Score's now 4-2 on court number 2.
And that's 4-2, the ETSU leading there.
That one was wide there from Noel.
Just a little too much power. Just barely missed it on the inside. That inside line.
Oh, what a shot there from Lee. Beautiful drop shot.
Placed the ball in the right place at the right time there.
What a serve there from Noel. Right on the line.
Nice back and forth there. Ooh,
Oh, what a shot by
what a
Noel.
save.
Oh, hits the tape and doesn't go over.
Just a little bit of a
Great
heartbreaker
effort there from Noel, though.
Just a little bit of a heartbreaker there. Being able to run across like that. Get the save twice and then, you know, right at the end, just a little bit more over. And so as we're moving over, we're actually going to be going over now to court 3 where we have Gunta and Swarback still down the serve here. But the match is actually tied up there, 3-3.
ETSU feels like they're having a conversation right now.
Taking a little quick break for the Buccaneers. Swarbrick with the serve. Nice hit. Oh, right into the net. And you see Coach Teo going out there. And what do you think Coach Teo is telling them in this moment? You know, they're 3-3. You know, they're sitting, you know, on the press of being able to win.
Probably take a deep breath right there. Swarbrick very easily could have put that away with the overhand, but I think she's just getting a little excited, a little bit of nerves maybe getting into it, as that one's just wide right there. Looks like she had her body opened up a little bit too much. So just take deep breaths. This is probably what she was saying. Take deep breaths and just concentrate. That's all you gotta do is take deep breaths and concentrate.
Alright, and we're going back to Swarbrick with the serve. Nice big serve into the net there.
Oh, what a shot.
And Swarbrick just being just a little bit out of rotation there.
Oh, what a shot. Big break on number 3.
I'll say almost looked out there on the line. But we're actually going to be moving over to court number 2. We should have Noel and Lee. And I think Noel and Lee over on court number 2. Serve there. They court number 2 is actually down 4-3 at the moment.
That one's deep. That's a double fault there from ETSU. There's a changeover on court number 1 where ETSU will come back serving for the set. And the first match in the all-important doubles point.
Just a little too strong now on the return. Really deep right action. Alright, and we're actually going to be switching over to court number 1. Like you said, the MTSU players are down 5-2 there. So ETSU is looking to get that set point to go up. And so we're going back to court number 1 here.
That was deep right there.
Double fault right there. Point MTSU. Big error right there, bopping out. If you're mounting to come back, this is the moment that it happens in, right?
Mm-hmm. Also right there on the backhand, just wasn't able to get enough on it. Oh, what a shot there. What a shot by Zani. Couldn't have placed that better.
Perfect placement. Perfect power.
And it looks like on court number 1 we are now done, where ETSU took that individual match 6-2.
6-2 is a big lead there.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we're going to actually move over to court number 2. Yeah, we're moving over to court number 2. And like we said, back at court number 2, we were speaking about both teams there, and MTSU is down by 3-5 at the moment.
You have to have this.
And so if MTSU wants to win doubles point, they have to win on this court. And also court number 1 or court number 3.
Oh, what a shot there from Noel. Great backhand.
And just to give you guys an update from court 3, ETSU is also up there 5-3. So the doubles points not looking highly favorable for the Blue Raiders at the moment.
At the moment, there's still a lot of tennis to be played. Oh, what a shot.
Nice back and forth there.
What a rally.
Ooh.
What a rally. Lee hit 2 beautiful backhands right down the line. Great returns there by ETSU.
And that back and forth was just built on who's going to make an error first and then swing.
that was deep.
Just a little too strong there.
Oh,
What an angle.
what an overhand there.
Smart error there by the Blue Raiders.
Looks like it's over on court number 3 as ETSU took that court to 6-3. So
ETSU will be getting the doubles point.
looks like they won. They may win on all 3 courts.
Big hit there.
Great job there by Noel.
Right in the perfect spot. And that makes the Blue Raiders go up 4-5 in this court.
We're just gonna stay here during the changeover since there's no other. There's no other match going on.
And so with MTSU already down the doubles point, what do we look forward to in the singles matchup?
Well, right now they're still trying to, if you're Noel and Lee, you're trying just to, get some momentum for your team going into the singles matches. You don't want to lose all 3 courts in doubles and then have to go into singles matches trying to with absolutely no momentum.
Couldn't agree more with you on that. And you were speaking about, the team as far as the other girls. Are they standing off to the side, up here to the right, top right corner, and they're, talking with Coach Taylor. What exactly is Coach Taylor telling him in this moment? All right, we're already down 1-0, but what can we do? What can he do as a team to build that back up?
Well, at this point, all you can do is just put the doubles matches behind you. Say, hey, they're over. Don't worry about it anymore. There's no need to keep that in the back of your mind because you're playing against a really good East Tennessee State University team where all of your focus needs to be on every single point. And we saw a lack of focus a few points. Good job there from Noel.
And so if you're ETSU and they're going up 1-0, what exactly is their coach telling them in this moment?
I mean, just like
Stay the course.
stay the course. Stay the course. The singles is where they're a strong suit at anyway, so they got that doubles point. Because all they have to do is take 3 of the 6, and then they take the match. So something to watch out for. East Tennessee State last year won at home by a score of 6-1. It's probably just trying to carry that momentum from the game that match they played last year.
And a lot of the team, is still here from last year as far as the Blue Raiders go. season.
And the only player you lost was your court two, Lydia Burrows. So you're looking at Love Star Alexis trying to fill in that role right now. But again, court two is a big loss, but they have a lot of returning players, so that experience looks like experience to matter later on in the year. Oh, is that hit? Noelle shot there, hit Lee's racket.
Please racket in the wrong place at the wrong time there. ETSU with the serve. Another error by the Blue Raiders.
Oh,
Ooh.
what hustle there. And I am pretty sure this is deuce. And in college, in deuce, it's just a tiebreaker, 1 point tiebreaker. So whoever gets this will take the game. Must have right now for Lee and Noel. Double fault there. Back, that was a deuce, and now we're back on serve 5-5 there.
Ooh, just a little strong there. A little deep down the middle. Ooh.
Now you're looking at love 30 here for your MTSU.
Cause Sheriff's telling him steps up real quick, gets him a little word, and steps back off. No matter what it is, Adams ready to serve.
There you go, 15-30. Good serve there from Noel. Game score looks like it's 15-30. Set score is 5-5.
And if you're MTSU, you definitely
That's one of those unforced errors there from Noel. 15-40, another break point opportunity here for East Tennessee.
And if you're MTSU, you really want this point back. You don't want that break back. Trying to build that momentum, like you said. You know, you already lost your double swing at the same time. You know, galvanize the team with the win, so you can win into the singles match, knowing that you have some type of momentum here.
And there it is, 6-5. Serving for the set.
Alright, and then we are 6-5, so that gives MTSU, or that ends our double.
I don't think that's doubles. I think they're going to keep on playing that through, so I think it's going to be 6-5 because then it goes to a 6-6 tiebreaker, and then they keep going, and then that's the 7th point. So it's not the first to 6 if it's tied 5-5.
Right. Okay. So now, they're tied 5-5, and so they're up 6, taking this little mini break. And
Mhm.
so what does MTSU need to do to come back up
Well,
a break?
they have to win this game. They have to take that break back, because now if they stay on serve, then the match is over. Well, not match over, but the doubles points over, and you lose that single match and you're going into singles with absolutely no momentum whatsoever.
So, you're there, and if MTSU goes in, losing this match, what exactly will the team have to do to, get that momentum, build it back up?
Well, it's hard. They're gonna have to honestly lead on their veteran leaders, and then just focus on their own courts, because you can't be focused on what's going on in everything else. If you focus on your own court, then good things will follow.
Right. And so now we're heading back over to court number 2, and like you said, ETSU is up 6-5 here. They had a little mini, or they're tied 5-5 on the session. ETSU up 6 points with a little mini break there. So ETSU is looking to come back. Serve from ETSU. Great back and forth there.
Oh, what a shot! What a backhand!
That hit was just a little bit out of the range. Coach Taylor saying a little word. Serve error there by ETSU. Second serve.
That's wide. Just didn't wait long enough on that one. And then Coach Taylor actually just left where the rest of the team is and walked over to the bench where Noel and Leah are, maybe trying to offer some more encouragement and support from the sideline.
Just out there.
Just
on the
out
line.
there. It's snowing outside Adams Tennis Complex right now.
So a bit of a difference in the weather here lately. It was just 50 degrees yesterday, and now we have snow.
It's actually funny that it's snowing. It's 40 degrees outside. Is that even below freezing?
We just love staying in Middle Tennessee.
I think East Tennessee weather's worse than Middle Tennessee, though. Near all those mountains.
Being from East Tennessee, I can definitely agree with that. It's not as much snow, but it definitely is a little, the weather's a little more inconsistent there. And as you see, ETSU came off with a first error on the first serve. So this is the second serve going back and forth between both teams. Both teams having a nice back and forth here. Whew.
Oh, he just can't get to it. It seems like every single one of those long rallies, those momentum-building rallies, have gone ETSU's way today so far.
And that can really hurt your, that can really hurt your confidence, hurt your momentum, hurt, that ability to continue to, keep on keeping running away. ETSU.
The overhand there from Noah was just a little deep, and that's going to be
That's a
that
little-
match.
And so that's actually going to end our doubles play. ETSU takes the double points, winning on courts 1, 2, and 3. Man, what what a strong showing for ETSU to start off. But we're actually going to go take a quick break, and another court rate break, and we'll return and we'll have the singles. You're watching Blue Raider Tennis on CUSA.TV. This is MTN Sports.
Here at MTN Sports, you could say we're a bit competitive.
All right, boys, I got a media pass for the big game this weekend. Who's covering it?
6 feet apart. Fight! 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me guess. Who's shooting this weekend?
The funny thing is, I've got two.
I'm going to that game.
and welcome back to Adam Tennis Complex on a snowy Friday. Man, it's big coat season outside. Somebody said sweater weather. No, sweaters are gone. Fall is done. Bring out the coats. But we're moments away from the start of the singles play. And
Well, I would say about the sweater weather, I don't know. Tomorrow's probably gonna be sunny and 70, so.
yo, the Tennessee weather, you never know. But we're moments away from the start of singles play. And so now let's look at some of the court assignments and some of those lineups. So starting with court 1, we have Lee Bernard and of MTSU facing off against Becca Badora for ETSU. And then on court 2, we have, we have
You're fine. Muskan Gupta
That's
facing
it.
Morales. On court 3, you have left star Alexis facing Carvajal. Court 4 is Zani Bernard versus Alfaro. Court 5, you have Noel Moro facing Rivera. And finally on court 6, you have Lily Sophie Schmidt facing off against Lazares.
And so not really much changes in the court assignments. We still have Lee Bernard on court number 1, and we're actually going to be starting on court number 1 with Lee Bernard from South Africa. What a place to come to and come to MTSU. I bet there's no snow in South Africa. At least
Probably not.
not in January.
It probably doesn't change from sunny and 70 to cold and 40 and snowing the next day. Yeah, but Lee, my bad, has been one of the bright spots this year for MTSU, as she is 3-2 on court 1. Really been a very solid piece.
Yeah, and I think we were speaking earlier about the Bernard sisters and how they're really being the backbone of the team, being those senior leaders that they are, showing the team the way showing the team the way how to get things done on court. And so I can think of a better player to put on court number 1. And so now we're going to start off with first serve.
Our first serve was into the net from Lee.
Yeah, just a little bit into the net there, but we just first serves, first jitters, first hit. The second serve is going to be better, I'm sure.
What a shot there.
What a shot there. Did you see that patience there? She kind of sat there. She waited. She waited for Bevador to step up to the right to hit it over her head. Perfectly placed shot there.
Serve was just a little deep.
And so if MTSU down, the doubles point here, they're really looking to make a nice recovery with the singles matchups. And it all starts on court number 1.
They need to MTSU needs momentum in a bad way right now, and Lee has really been their rock for so long. So they're relying on her again. Oh, what a shot!
Right in the line there.
What a play there.
She put it right in the spot it needs to be in, and then on the return, put it in the spot, a little too far for Bevador to be able to reach out and hit. And Bernard hits it right into the net. But it's going to be returning with her serve now. errors there by Bernard. Coach comes out. Coach having a little talk with her. Calming her down, calming her nerves down, telling her to breathe, stay the course.
Right now, it looks like Lee's trying to do too much.
Big swing there, big hit. It's a little deep. And we were speaking about bright spots, and Belladora for ETSU has definitely been a bright spot. We spoke about her a little bit earlier, how she is the Southern Conference Player of the Week, and she's also the Student Athlete of the Week. But beyond that, she's beaten 3 top 100 players this season.
It definitely, Bakadorova has been really solid this year. That was a good shot right down the line there from Bakadorova. And she gets the early break up to, oh.
Looks like a little accident there.
But Bakadorova is 2-1 on court 1 this year so far, so she has done a really good job of setting the tone.
And so now we're going to be switching over to court number 3. We have Love Star Alexis over there with Carla Hall for ETSU. And my fault, we're actually going to court number 2. On court number 2, we have Gupta and Morales facing off against each other. You see Coach Teo in there. And we're tied up 1-1 here on court 2. And we now have Gupta with the serve.
Alejandra Morales is a redshirt senior. That's why she has really struggled, though, on court number 2, as she is only 1-2 on that court.
All right, well now we have Gupta with the serve here.
It was like that was a little deep on the on that first serve.
All right, second serve.
Didn't look too
Gupta.
happy with that one. Right into the net.
Just a little too strong there on that hit. And,
Morales, she just has to take her time there. It looks like
she
I saw that in the doubles match as well, where she's just she's going too fast for herself right now. She just needs to probably settle down.
a little more patient, get a little breath in, That way they say there's a certain type of hit for everything. Every hit can't be overpowered. Yes, put a little finesse on it.
That's a
right
great serve there from Gupta. No, that one really wasn't Morales' fault. There's nothing she could have done about it.
Yeah, I know. I was saying the little finesse that Gupta put on there. Right down the middle. It's, hard to return that. And they're actually going to be taking a break
Changeover.
there. A changeover.
Because that one now looks like that is 2-1.
So MTSU starting off pretty strongly on that court with 2-1. And so now we're going to be going over to court number 3 where we have Love Star Alexis and Carla Hall there. And so now we have Love Star Alexis here with the serve. Just nice strong hit there on the serve. Nice back and forth. And like you said, a lot of veterans on the team.
That's a little wide there.
Yeah, a little wide there, but a lot of veterans on the team, as you said earlier, only having one freshman Love Star being a junior coming out from Canada. I'm sure they have plenty of snow there in Canada. Definitely, you know, the
And
great Providence of Montreal.
Love Star has been playing on court number 2, but it looks like she's been dropped down to court number 3 this match. As she's been 1-4 so far on court 2.
And so with the change up there on court, moving from court 2 to court 3. Bit of an error there. It's a little deep left side action. Strong serve there by Love Star Alexis.
Current set score is 1-1, still on serve. Oh, Love Star. Love Star, what a shot.
Right there on that right line.
Right down the line, what a backhand. 2-1 now.
And Love Star Alexis is actually going up a point. They're going to take a quick break there. And
Going to that changeover.
And while they're taking a break, we're going to take you guys over to court number 6, where we have Smith and Lasma for ETSU there.
Lily Sophie Schmidt is 1-2 right now this year on court number 6. That's a little deep, but she is up a break. 2-1.
ETSU currently has to serve.
Elizarz is 1-3 this year on court 6. For the Buccaneers. That's wide. Just open yourself a little bit too much. Oh. Tried for the drop shot in a very tough angle. Just wasn't able to connect, and now they are back on serve.
First serve into the net. ETSU preparing for their second one.
That way you're not having to use tennis terminology to post an actual score, and they can figure it out there.
Wow, a little deep there from ETSU.
Pump up your audio in their ears.
And currently, we're 2-2 on court 6. ETSU with the first serve. Big error there by ETSU's.
That was deep there. So it looks like we're about to go back over to court number 4.
Yeah, so we on court number 4 we have Zani Bernard facing off against Afiso. Or, really bad pronunciation. Afiso of ETSU.
I think it's Alfaro.
Alfaro, man. My eyes today. Should have worn my glasses.
Hey, it's okay. Okay, some days you don't think you need them, then you get to somewhere, it's like,
Yeah.
can't go without them anymore. Of course, that's deep. And then, of course, you have Lee and Zani, the twins from Midstream Africa. Zani this year is 1-3, but she is 1-2 on court number 4. With her win being last match at UTC.
And currently, court 4's points are 2-1, with ETSU having that lead.
That's deep there from Zani.
Those are some big, strong swings back and forth. Zani just a little bit too powerful there on that last hit. Made it go a little deep.
So it just looks like she's getting a little frustrated with herself.
That's 3 errors in a row there on Bernard. And just an update, going so far, ETSU actually has the advantage on all 6 courts. Alright.
The biggest
serve error there.
The biggest advantage is on court number 1, where Lee is losing a 5-love to Bakadurova.
Just a little deep there on that last return. Barely outside the line. Coach Teo can see Bernard's frustration. Steps up and speaks to her for a little bit. She has a serve going down 3-1.
Looks like we're about to go to court number 3.
Yeah, and going over to court number 3, we still have Love Star Alexis there. And as you said earlier, or as I said earlier, ETSU still has the advantage on all 6 courts at this moment. We're actually gonna not go to court 3, but we're gonna go over to court number 2.
Okay.
Well, because there's a break on court 3 at the moment, so we're going over to court 2 where we have Nora Gupta and Morales for ETSU. And currently this one is at 3-3 for scores. And we just went up with the lead on court number 3, 3-2, and now we're tied at court number 2, 3-3. Wow, Gupta with the serve, nice back and forth. Alright, and now a score update. We went to 3-3 on court number 6 with Smith and Alazan. And with
ETSU just won that game, so now that game is 3. Set score is 4-3 as they head to the changeover.
And so as they head over into the changeover, we're gonna switch courts. We're gonna switch over to court 3, who's back from their little mini break there with Love Star Alexis off MTSU there, and then ETSU's Carval.
We're an overhand.
And MTSU is actually currently up right now on this court with the 3-2 lead. ETSU with the serve. Right into the net there.
What an ace.
And hey, Ron, if you want to, for social media purposes, if you want to go down to the short table and take some still pictures from down there, you absolutely can to get those on board. So you can take the iPad cam down with you and get like a live shot down there if you want. Yep, do it. Whatever.
And we just got an update from Court 1. Court 1 has dropped the first set 6-0. And so Bernard with the loss on that court, and Baradar with another win.
I'll start trying a tough angle there and just wasn't able to get it to work.
Perfect placement there. Serve error there.
Another unforced error there. 3, which we're watching right now, is still on serve, 3-3.
What a serve, bro. And an update from court 2, they are now tied 4-4. And court 6 is also tied 3-3.
Be good.
Ooh. Really wide serve there.
Kick serve. Court number 5. Rivera is serving for the set up 5-1 on Noel Morrow. Now, if that would have led it in, that would have been Love Star's point, because again, there is no lets in college.
Ooh, perfect angle right there. Hard spot to get to for Love Star.
Serves a little deep.
Second attempt on the serve for Love Star here.
That's just wide.
Point for ETSU there. A little wide on the right side. Right into the net there for ETSU.
Oh, Love Star right there, right into the net.
And we're actually going to switch right over to court number 2. Currently, that score is 4-5, with MTSU being down 1 there. And ETSU is actually serving there for the set. We have Morales for ETSU and then Gupta for MTSU.
So Morales is up that break, serving to give ETSU their second set.
MTSU is still looking to get their first set in. Currently only being up on court number 6, 4-3.
And up Love 30 for the chance to take that break.
can see a little frustration there in Gupta. Just barely missed, the threshold to get over the net. Alright, and so now we're going to get a score update on court 5. MTSU dropped the set there in a 6-1 battle going into set number 2. Nice return there by ETSU there. Another error by Gupta.
Lily Sophie Schmidt, though, on court number 6, just took a break. And now, as you look on court number 2, ETSU took that set 6-4, giving them their first set.
ETSU's coming out with a pretty strong start here. And yes, ETSU just also won this set here off another error from Gupta. And so while they're taking a quick break, we're actually going to go over to court 6. I think we were speaking earlier about that's the court that MTSU is currently leading on. And it's the only court they're leading on. With a lot of courts going over into their second set. And so on court 6, we have Lily Sophie Schmidt facing off against Lazarus. Smith there with a great point.
Good overhead there.
And Smith's actually serving to win the first set for MTSU on the day. Second serve here for Smith. Wow, big error right there. Just a little too far right. Ball hit on that far left line. Serve here for Smith. And just a quarter update from court 3. MTSU is currently down 3-5 there.
Ooh, they called that out. It looked in from where we were, but we didn't have a great angle.
And if so, man, it barely crossed the line. But going back over to court 3, MTSU is actually serving to keep that set alive.
Oh.
Ooh, nice hit, nice angle, right. It was put in the right spot there.
Great shot there from Lily Sophie. And that's wide. And it looks like that they just took Lisa Smith just took that first set.
And she took that set, winning by a score of 6-3. So that is for MTSU's first win of the day as far as sets go. And now we're going to move back over to court number 3. We have Love Star Alexis there. They're still in that first set. And we're still down 5-3. And so she still has that serve, looking to, keep that set alive. And
Oh, what a shot.
looks like we came in right at the right time.
Good hustle there from Love Star.
See, coach just steps up there.
Didn't look too happy about something.
Great hustle by Love Star, though.
And that was deep.
That's a little too deep. And it looks like that's going to be the first set. Love Star loses that set down 6-3. In ETSU's favor. And so if MTSU only having one set win over all the courts at the moment. Oh wait, actually we have court number 4 still on set number 1. Rest of the courts are still on set number 2, but MTSU only has one win on the sets. What does MTSU need to do to build back that momentum, to make a stronger outing on those second sets?
Well, they keep talking about, before the game, Coach Teo talked about, how they need to limit their unforced errors. Well, they have had many unforced errors today, so that's what they need to first focus on. But I think we're about to go to court number 4.
Yeah, I think we are going to go to court number 4, and then we have Zani Bernard there, and she's facing off against. Man, I still can't.
Alfaro.
Alfaro. And Zani Bernard is actually tying up here on court number 4, making it 4-4 for their first set, and now she's going to be having the serve. And just a quick score update from court 1, where we have Lee Bernard. She's currently down on the second set, 3-1. It's a tough day for her on court number 1. Another score update, we have court 2 currently tied 1-1 on the second set. And a little wide right there by Bernard. Just tad bit.
She either has her stances too wide or too closed off, which is causing those balls to go too far, way too far left or way too far right.
Also, the hits seem just to be a little bit lower than what we were seeing earlier today.
Good first serve there. Great job there by Zani. Good job there by Zani, making her run the full baseline.
And quick update, we're currently up at court 6, 1-0. Currently the only court we're up in on set number 2, as we're still tied here at set 1. Another serve here from Zani. Hard spot to restart for Zani. First serve there.
Zani tries a drop shot there, just wasn't able to get that over the net. ETSU right there. ETSU's Alfaro goes up a break now, 5-4. She's about to be serving for the set.
ETSU's going to be serving for set point there.
While during the changeover, let's go to court number 6.
Yeah, court number 6 for Lily Smith, still there.
She's already up a break in the second set. Up 1-0 after winning that first set, giving MTSU their only first set win of the day. .40-30 here is the game score for Lily Sophie Schmidt. Looking to go up 2-0, 2-love. Lily Sophie Schmidt takes the game. Up 2-love in the second set.
And now the serve is going to be switching over to ETSU. And just a reminder from an update from court 4, ETSU will be serving there. They're up currently on the set 5-4.
Why don't we go ahead and head over there?
Yeah, we're gonna head over there real quick. And so we were speaking about Zonnie Bernard and her trying to come back and win that set. So this is that time to come and do that.
Yeah, so she has to win this game. If she doesn't win this game, then she will have to lose that set. So she has to break back here.
And just barely out there on. Ooh. Bernard, trying to save that one. Just a little bit too far right, to the right side there. And an update from court number 1. Currently, ETSU is up 4-1 there. ETSU on their second serve here.
Oh, what a forehand down the line there from Zonnie. Great shot there. Great shot.
Right in the inside.
First set looks like it's a little deep.
Second serve ETSU here.
And that's wide. Little fist pump there from Alfaro. The redshirt junior's looking for her first win, first match win on the spring season. And that's deep, and there it is. So that's her. That's the set on court number 4.
And so with MTSU being only winning 1 of the 6 sets played so far, it's looking like a bit of a slow start.
It's a slow start, and they have to turn around quick, too, because it's not looking good on court number 1. As that's 6-0-4-2 right now. Gotta look for energy from somewhere else.
And so court number 2, MTSU is currently up 3-1 there, with Gumta and Morales playing each other still. And so now I switch over to court 2, Gumta with the serve. Nice serve there. Another great serve.
Keeps us up that break. What a shot there from Gupta.
It kind of looked like more of a return shot because Morales almost had her on that same shot on the right side right before that. It's
A little
barely
deep there
out
from
there.
Muscon.
See a little interaction there from coach before the serve. First serve is into the net.
It just looks like right now the MTSU Lady Raiders are trying to do too much.
Ooh,
What a shot. Oh, that looks
it's
like
out.
they called that out.
Definitely barely out there on the left side line. But yeah, you spoke about MTSU doing a little too much. I think Coach Teo, spoke about, errors being a big part of their game plan. And today, with the matches we've seen, errors has been a big part of, some major losses here. Or some minor losses in the first set.
What a shot.
Perfectly placed shot right in the right areas. And with that, MTSU actually goes up 4-1. Gupta leading the way with that. It was a pretty close matchup in their previous set, with it being 4-6. So just trying to build that momentum, trying to come back there, to get to that third set, get to a tie set there. And so we're actually going to be switching over to court number 6. There, MTSU has the lead there with Lily Sophie Smith there, and so in the lead there is currently 2-1.
And of course, Smith is up that break.
And she's also on serve. Ooh,
Good
nice hit
overhead.
right there. Score there real quick. MTSU is currently up on court number 3 in a 2-1
Up a break.
Up a break.
Big second sets right now from the Lady Raiders. Schmidt has been in control of this match the whole time, though.
Ooh. Tough break right there. Smith with the serve. Back-to-back errors right there. And so ETSU is going up there with the serve 2-2, but we're actually going to move over to court number court number 1.
Court number 1, yes,
Number
where
1.
ETSU is serving for the match.
For the match, 5-2 there, and Lee Bernard has been really, really tough on her in this court one matchup.
Definitely, but Becca DeRoe has already been 3 top 100 opponents, so Lee is really, really good, but it's always going to be a tough task for Lee to beat Bacadarova.
And so you see Lee there talking with one of the assistant coaches on the team. You know, you're down, you know, one set here, and you know you're at set point. What are you as a coach? What is he saying to her? What do you think they're saying? What do you think they're talking about?
Well, at this point, just take every game at a time. Like, you can't get 3 games at once, so just take your time, slow your roll, and just go with it.
And no, you were speaking earlier, you know, Lee being one of the bright spots on the team this season, and it's just been a really tough day for her on court number 1.
Yeah, and again, she's playing a very tough opponent. Bacadarova has beaten 3 top 100 players. There's nothing to hang your head about if you're Lee, if you don't end up coming back in this one. What a shot.
Ooh.
It looks like the one on... And Lee is, of course, serving. But it looks like the one that Lee tried to return may have been a few inches out of bounds. A few inches wide, I should say. Before her return was wide.
And here's Lee with another serve. Lee just a little hesitant there. Couldn't reach the ball in time. So another point for ETSU.
Again, Lilo Bacadarova, the junior, has just been exceptional so far this year. And that's wide from Lee.
And Lee's shot so far, as we switched over here, have been right on that line. Right on lines, you know, the outlines on both sides, too.
Yeah, they have, and that could be a result of Lee just trying to force things. Great serve there.
And so now we're getting an update from court number 5. ETSU has won the game there, winning the first one with a 6-1 lead and winning the second one 6-0. And so that gives
Elizaris her second win of the year on court number 6, and that drops Noelle Morrow to... Sorry. Drops Noelle Morrow to 2-4 on court number 5.
On court 1, you just saw as Lee Bernard just lost to Baradora, making in her second set, making the score currently 3-0. ETSU with the lead.
So with that win on court number 1, Leila Bacadarova goes to 4-1 on the year, 3-1 on court number 1. So she has done a great job, and that loss drops Lee Bernard to 3-3 on the year.
3-3 on the year on court 1. Now we're going to switch over to court number 2, where we have Gunther and Morales. And speaking on the update on court number 2, currently they are in their second set, and we have Morales down, or MTSU's up 5-2. I'm so sorry in the second set. So MTSU is looking to come back and win a set there, so they can move on to that third set.
MTSU's gonna have to win every single court outstanding, and that's troublesome because on court number 4, it looks like Zonnie Bernard is down to Alfaro, already 2 breaks as it's 3 love.
Bit of an error there. But update from court 3, currently MTSU is down 2-3 in the second set there.
So it looks like that was just a little bit deep on the return there from ETSU's Alfaro.
Barely out there. Just a little too deep on the right side. Didn't look like Gunther was quite ready for the serve there. Gonna retry that one. All right, now we have another score update coming from court number 3. MTSU just dropped another set. Now they're down 2-4.
Left Star Alexis
with Left Star Alexis
was just broken by Carvajal. That's wide.
In court 4, they're currently down a set. With Zonnie Bernard, or actually court 4 is down 4 sets, or 4 points.
4 games
Yeah,
love.
4 games love on court 4.
And the one that you're just watching, Muskan Gupta, just took the second set 6-2, bringing up an all-deciding third set. Looks like we're about to go over to court number 6, where we're going to watch Lily Sophie Schmidt and Lazarus.
Yeah, and I think we were speaking about court number 6 earlier. We saw Lily Smith, trying to build back, that lead, and coming away with that first set, if I'm not mistaken. And so now she's, trying to give MTSU some type of momentum here, get them a point on the board, still with them being down 3-0. And as you see, Lily's currently up in the second set, 3-2, and another error there by ETSU.
Too much of an open frame there from Lily Sophie. Oh, now it's a deuce point right here. Lily Sophie Schmidt really needs this to keep that break.
Serve here with MTSU.
Unforced error there. 3-3 as Lily Sophie Schmidt drops that break that she just had.
And getting news from court number 4, Zoe Bernard has just lost another set, making that 4-0 to Alfaro. Or making it 5-0 to Alfaro, making that the set point in set number 2. And speaking of updates coming from court number 3, Love Star Alexis is currently down 3-4 in the second set against Carval. And Love Star Alexis actually serving to tie there on court 3. Man, and another error back to back there by Lily Schmidt, hitting the ball into the net.
Let's go over to court number 4 and see the ending of that match.
And so we're going over to court number 4, and like we said, Zonnie Bernard's there, and she's facing Alfaro, and it's been a bit of a tough one there, but like I said, building back there, and now they're over into
Set 2,
Set
Zonnie is down 5-love. She's going to have to win the next 7 games. Well, next 6 games for sure. She has to break the serve 2 to 3 times. Alfaro's looking for her first singles win of the year in a dual match. She's been 0-2 so far on court number 4 for the Buccaneers. For the Bucks, excuse me. That's deep from Zonnie. And that's the match on court number 4. So that means ETSU will come out of Murfreesboro with the match win for love. Oh, right now it's score 4-love, but they are going to look like they're going to finish it out.
And so now we're going to transition over to court 3. Like you said, ETSU is coming away with the win today, with it currently being 4-0. But we're going to go over to court 3, where it's currently tied with Love Star in the second set with Love Star Alexis and Caraval. see coming in, that is the serve error. First attempt there. Second attempt on the way.
That was a little long for Love Star Alexis. Lily Sophie Schmidt wasn't able to get the deuce point to get back up that break in that court number 6 match. So now that score is 4-3. What a shot. Great drop shot. Love Star had no chance at that one.
And it started with that serve there. That serve was outstretched Love Star a little bit too much, and that drop shot came in right, perfectly placed. And it looks like that break has been dropped, making it 4-5 currently with ETSU leading the way. But Love Star still has a chance that she will be serving on the next game. And so speaking of court 6, we're talking about Lily Sophie Smith earlier. We're going to switch over to her and see how that is going for her at this current moment. Currently, she has to serve, as you guys can see. It's a little far out there. And the score date for this particular match, Smith is still down 3-4. But like I said, she has to serve, so she can come back with the win here, definitely.
And it looks like after that great shot there from Lily Sophie, it looks like in court number 2 they are going to go to that tie break. They are not going to that tie break because when that set started, court 4 had not finished yet, so they will play a full set on court number 2 to decide that match. For Lily Sophie, that's one of those. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but then it's like yes, great shot.
Yeah, barely over the net there, just a little, and then a couple bounces on the inside, perfectly placed.
Oh, what a backhand down the line there from Lily Sophie, tying that set up 4-4.
Smith hits it into the net right there. All right, and now we're gonna actually switch over the court number 3. And now we have Love Star Alexis going out there to serve, trying to keep that second set alive. Trying to win that second set to move on to the tiebreaker one.
And that's going to be it. Love Star drops that second set 6-4. East Tennessee State goes up 5-0.
Man, it's a very, very
Alfaro.
tough day.
Okay. Alfaro is now 1-2 on the season on court number 4. And this was Love Star's first match on court number 3. Now she is 0-1 on court 3.
And now we're going back to court 2, where we have Gupta and Morales both facing off against each other. And that third set, once again, this one wasn't a tie set because that other court 4's match wasn't decided until after they had already went to their break. Whew.
What?
Wow, what a hit there
A
by
shot.
Gupta.
Good shot there from Muscon right there, forcing her to her backhand, and Morales wasn't able to, be able to get to it in time to keep that one in.
Yep, and that's actually moving this match over into 2-1, with MTSU leading in the third set at the moment. All right, and we're gonna move actually back over to court number 6. Like we said before, we still have Willie Sophie Smith there playing on that court, deciding, rather. And that she actually just went down, making it 5-4 on that set. So MTSU is looking, to rally behind to at least get one win on the day. All right, and so they're actually both on break, Zach. So MTSU's down 5-0. Well, what are the takeaways from today's match?
Well, ETSU has some of the players who have struggled so far this year have done a good job of stepping up and actually winning their first matches of the year. For instance, looking at Amelia Alfaro, well, she's 1-2 now on court number 4, and Maria Fernanda Carvajal, that was on court number 3. She got her first win of the year, so now she is 1-4. So big wins today.
Big wins today for ETSU, and we're actually going to transition back over to court number 6. Like I said, Willie Sophie Smith here, and she's going to be having the serve, looking to tie it up and make it 5-5, with MTSU currently being down 4-5.
She's pulling everything right now.
Just a little strong there to that right side. Second serve here.
Good job there, attacking the net from Lily Sophie Schmidt.
Having her run up and down the baseline, starting from the right side to the left, and then hitting it back over to the right. Perfectly timed play there.
First serve's a little wide.
Second serve here for Smith. And looks like the line judge is pointing that it was out.
No, it was
before-
in.
It was in before the return.
So what happened was Lazara, she tried to claim after she hit the ball that after the ball from Lily Sophie was out, but she'd already played it, and then Lily Sophie played a great forehand down the line, and that is when she tried to call the one before out, and then the line judge called it, said that the ball was in. So
Second serve here for Sophie Schmidt. Just a little too much power there. All right, and if you guys can see in your top left, MTSU is actually going up on court 2-3-1 there in the third set.
up a break. And that's out, and now that set is tied 1-1. Excuse me, not set, but that match is tied 1-1 in the sets.
Going off to another tiebreaker, or going off to the first tiebreaker of today in the third set.
If they decide to play a tiebreaker, they may decide to play a full set. We will find that out shortly.
All right, and we're going to switch over to court number 2 as we were speaking about that with Gumta and Morales still playing there. MTSU is currently up there.
3-1.
3-1 in the third set. It's a bit of a low hit there, low angle, and went right into the net.
Crowd's migrating over to courts 2 and 6. Most eyes are on court number 2, though, trying to see how Muscon ends up. Had Muscon leaning the wrong way there.
Just a little too much anticipation on that return. Went right, the ball went left. It happens.
Oh, definitely.
First serve here. Second serve here. Just a little too deep there, a little far out. And with that, it looks like MTSU's breaking there. All right, and MTSU is actually gonna lose that set there, with MTSU winning a set, making it 3-2 with MTSU still having the lead.
Winning the game.
Oh, winning,
sorry.
I'm sorry, yeah, winning the game. And so now we're gonna go over to court number 6, where we have Lily Smith still there, trying to get back in that third set, get MTSU their first points of the day.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like on court number 6, they are going to do a 10-point tiebreaker. Yes, the tiebreak is right now 3-1 in favor of ETSU's Elazara. Make that 4-1 after that. Shot from Lily Sophie is just wide. As that's deep 5-1. Lily Sophie attacked the net and Elazara placed it beautifully on the back line.
Yeah, that ETSU goes up a break.
Baseline, run the baseline.
With that, ETSU goes up a break. We're going to take a little mini break there. And we're actually going to go back over to court number 2, where they're still figuring out, who's going to win that third set, full set there against Gunther Morales.
What a shot there from Muscon.
Yeah, a little too much anticipation there by Morales. One off to the left, and the ball went to the right. Second serve here. An update coming from court 6. Currently, it is 6-1 in that 10-point tiebreaker. Wow, big swing there. Big swing there by Morales. I mean, by Gumta. Placing it just out of Morales' reach to the left side.
Oh, got Muscon leaning again.
Another hard hit to the left side.
Okay, cool.
Quick update from court 6. Currently at 2-8 there. With Gupta losing that point right there.
What a shot there from Muscon.
And another update coming from court number 6. Currently, MTSU just went up a point, making it the 3-8 in the 10-point tiebreak.
Lily Sophie's down 4 mini breaks right now in that match.
Another error there by Gupta, taking a break, talking to Coach Teo. And now we're actually going to be moving.
We were going to move to court 6, but it looks like they're going to a changeover.
Taking a changeover for a little mini break there. Just another serve by MT.
Oh, what a shot. What a play there.
And with that point right there, that's going to make it 4-3 on court number 2. With MTSU still up 1 match. And now we're actually going to be switching over to court number 6 as they're coming off of that break or off that change up on the court on sides. And so looking at this matchup, down 3-8, MTSU still has, has time.
39. Next point for Elizardo will win.
With MTSU currently being down 3-9.
That first one was deep.
Serve error there by ETSU. Second serve.
And that's match.
That
On
is the
6.
match there on court number 6.
That makes it 6-0.
6-0, leaving us back over to court number 2 to see if MTSU can come away with at least 1 point on today. Just tough day for the Lady Raiders.
Tough day. Again, ETSU is a really good opponent. They have played a tough schedule up to this point. They are a lot better than their record indicates. So
They're a very sneaky 0-4 team. Still sitting at 4-3 here. ETSU with the serve there.
good shot there by Muscon.
Barely over the net, double bounces in. Perfectly placed shot.
That's wide there from Muscon. Let's go to that back line. Go up to our backhand side for Elzara, but wasn't able to just keep that in the court, on the court. Muscon's frustrated with that last one. She definitely wants that one back. That ties it up 4-4 in that third set. Coach Taylor talking to Muscon Gupta right there. You're seeing a lot of emotion from Morales right now.
Nice back and forth there, but
Another
yet another error there. by Goop.
unforced error from Miscon. Again, all these rallies, these long rallies, have been going ETSU's way all day on every single court.
And it's just by little small errors every time, whether that's hitting the net or being a little too deep, too much power on the hits. Something that you're just gonna have to focus on.
Now you have break point on court number 2, excuse me. Really needed a point there from Miscon.
Wow.
There it goes, 5-4. Now Morales will be serving for the match after this changeover.
And what a tough day it has been for MTSU. Coming in today's match, like you said, ETSU's schedule looked a little bit deceptive compared to, or their record looked a little deceptive compared to, their team's actual ability. And today, you get to see that just a little bit more compared to, all the other games they've played. They've played some tough opponents, and MTSU just really wasn't all the way there today, to say the least.
Yeah, ETSU going to Kentucky twice, playing playing Virginia Tech, and then playing North Carolina State in Raleigh. I mean, that's just a tough schedule. That's a very tough schedule.
Tough schedule filled with a lot of travel, and it's hard to to do that consistently to start off at the beginning of the season, but to come here, one more, a couple more road games before they can finally, rest at home and take a nice, break at home. And this is what they do, almost coming up with a 7-0 win.
Love.
I just barely missed the net there, or just barely, you know. This game's definitely, been one of inches, not miles.
Moose gone right there, forcing Morales into that mistake. Good heady play there. .30-15. Jupiter right there tried to go right down the line, just wasn't able to get it over the net.
Serve error there. Second serve coming up from ETSU.
It's a double fault. 30 all.
And so going back to, ETSU and ETSU's game today, it's really been won, like I said, of inches. Like, it's been little tiny mistakes, not big ones that's cost them a lot of the matches and a lot of the sets today.
Definitely. Oh, what a shot from Muscallin.
Ooh, right inside the line,
What
too.
a forehand. 40-30, 30-40 now. A chance to break back from Muscallin. What a rally, what a shot there from Morales. Deuce. Muscallin must have this to stay alive. She had to have it and she got it. What a shot there from Muscallin.
And with that point, that ties it up 5-5 currently, with Muscallin getting back the serve. So MTSU can walk away today here with 1 point, which, it may not seem like a lot, but really build confidence, for players, for the team. And just a little deep there, a little too deep there on the return from the serve. Score now being 15-15. I'm just forcing an error there.
That first serve was deep and wide there from Muscallin.
Second serve. Ooh,
Oh, it's great from Muscallin right there.
great hit right there. Score is now 30-15. MTSU.
Muscallin wants that one back as well. Right into the net.
Another forced error right into the net, as you said, tying the game 30-30. Musan with the serve.
30-40. Another break point opportunity.
Just a little bit outside the line there.
A little deep.
And with this next
Oh, what a shot down the line.
Wow, and with that point, MTSU loses the set there. Or, I'm sorry, they didn't lose the set. Goes to a break. I'm so sorry.
Changeover, so it's 5-6 right now in favor of ETSU. Up that break, serving for the set.
And so, ETSU's putting out a pretty dominant performance here. As a takeaway for ETSU, what are they telling their team today after playing this game?
I mean, they finally got the monkey off their back. They got that very first win. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to keep going, and then once you get that first win, that's when everything starts. You get that momentum going, and I mean, again, they played a tough schedule. They had nothing in their hands about. They have a very good player in Bakadorova. They have really good player in Morales who's on court too. Like from top to bottom, they are a very deep roster, and they have potential to go very deep into their conference tournament. So.
And so yeah, and like you said, you look at it, their schedule was a bit tough to start off the season, and coming off today's win, you get that monkey off your shoulder. You can start building that momentum, start building your season, up after this.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we're switching back over to court number 2, and ETSU with the serve.
Love 15.
And ETSU is also serving for the set point, which would, finish off the match for today.
All.
Ooh. Nice back and forth there. Wow. Muskan just right out of place there. Just a little over to the left side, and the ball's on her right.
Oh, what a return from Muskan right there. Powerful forehand.
Ooh, just barely out of reach there.
Perfect shot from Muskan. Muskan right now is dialed in. That's 3 straight tremendous returns. Going to now a 6-6 tiebreaker.
Coach Taylor there encouraging her, keeping her spirits up, being sure that she stays the course. Ooh, another error there.
a shot there from Muscon.
Muscon put that right inside that inside line toward that angle.
Up a mini break. First serve is deep. Oh, what a shot there from Morales.
MTSU still up 2-1 on that tiebreak, in the 10-point tiebreaker there. Muscon just a little bit out of place.
I'm pretty sure they're only going to 8 points. This is a set tiebreaker.
Set tiebreaker, so.
And that's deep.
2-2 now.
Morales just got that mini break back. That group that went up. Muscon's now up 3-2.
ETSU serve here. Ooh, just a little too far to the left side, making the score 3-3.
And that mini break 3-3. Still on serve. Starting to get cold inside. As cold inside as outside.
Yeah, I
Feeling a little
thought
breeze.
I was the only one. I guess, everyone stopped moving around. They turned their air conditioning up just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking on today's matches, it's been a tough one for MTSU. Start off to a bit of a tough season. They're about to go 1-5 on the year, and so MTSU needs some type of momentum, some type of bounce back game coming up soon here. Fought on that first serve, so we're going to the second serve for ETSU here. Still tied 3-3. Ooh, big error there by Muscon, making a score 4-3.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
Really nice back and forth going there.
Long rally. Very unlucky way to end that rally.
Just tipped literally right over the net. First serve never there. Second serve coming up. ETSU 5-3. Now ETSU is just went up 6-3 there. Group are looking a little frustrated. Wishing she had that one back for sure. Assistant coach comes up. Tell her to breathe. Stay the course.
Oh, Miss Con returns the favor. Quick hands there from Muscon. Really good shot.
Quick hands and making it for the 6 MTSU. ETSU just 2 points away from winning the set. ETSU serve here.
Oh, she's right back into it.
Right on
What
the
a
line.
shot.
What a heater there.
What a shot from Muscon.
Muscon now making it 5-6.
This is match point.
Wow.
And that's the game.
Heartbreaker
That's the
there.
match.
Match point there, making it a final score of 7-0. And that ends the match with ETSU coming away with the win, the final score being 7-0. And so, couple keys that led to ETSU's victory today.
Couple keys.
Yeah.
Win that doubles point. They got the momentum early and they never got rid of it. Not making the mistakes, not making unforced errors. That is what NTSU struggled with this season, as Coach Teo talked about before the game. And we saw that today a few times where NTSU was just trying to do a little bit too much. So those are the two big things I saw from today.
Yeah, man. And so, you know, after today, what's working for MTSU and what's not working?
I mean, the lineup's working. It's got to take time. Got to take time, get into the rhythm of the season. They're going to be fine. Once the season goes along, once the veteran leadership, they start getting into that rhythm of the season, there's nothing to worry about just quite yet. No need to hit the panic button.
No need to hit the panic button there. And, you know, you're speaking about not hitting the panic button, but I think the button they need to hit is just a little more patience and a little more detail to, you know, every hit that they're making. Because if you notice, the games that the sets and points that they lost were by inches, not miles. There's like little small things, you know, things that you practice on, you know, that you build skill on throughout the season. And so maybe it's just what MTSU needed a loss like this today, you know, to show them like, hey, we still have those little small things that we need to continue to build on and continue to work on. And so, you know, just keep pushing that. But you spoke about momentum. And I think momentum is definitely a big part of, you know, the starting off, because your first key when we talked about it earlier was the doubles point. Coach Teo emphasized the doubles point, and losing that doubles point, you know, gave momentum to ETSU, and you know MTSU has never recovered from that. You know, making this a 7-0 loss. So
yeah,
really tough day if you want to be if you're, you know, a fan of MTSU.
You saw a Muscon fight. You saw Lily Sophie's fight. So there's nothing to worry about that fight of this team. They want to win, and that's all you need. So At the end of the day, yes, you're going to lose some. You're going to lose some bad like you did today, but you saw them fight till the very end in almost every single one of those singles matches and those doubles matches. So there's no need to panic just yet.
No need to panic. Definitely no need to panic when the season's not over. The season's just starting. And speaking of the season, they're playing Austin P this Sunday at Austin P. Austin P currently starts the season off 0-2. So they're starting the season just a little bit slow, just like ETSU did. So what does MTSU need to do to go, play Austin P and get that win in this
Confidence.
weekend?
Use the confidence. Like, there were some times where they were trying to press too much and not letting the game come to them. Don't force yourself into the match. Let the match come to you.
Yeah, let the game come to you. Like you said, if you can let the game come to you, it'll find you. The points will find their way on the board. The team's confidence, I'm sure, isn't extremely high at this point. But that's just because coming off some pretty tough losses over the season, some pretty close ones too, and then some blowouts. This is their first pointless, or their first match of the season where they didn't get to score or their second match of the season they didn't get to score a point. And so that can break confidence a little bit, as long as they continue to be confident in each other, because like you said, they showed fight out there. They showed heart. They really showed that they wanted to go out there. They wanted to win, and effort's not the problem. When speaking on effort, you speak on the will to, the want to. That's not the issue. The issue is just honing in on those skills, focusing on details on every play, every hit, and making sure that that they're setting up themselves for success. Definitely at the beginning with that doubles point, definitely emphasizing that very heavily. And so we're actually going to go to another short break. When we return, we'll return shortly. And so this is MTN Sports coverage of Blue Raiders tennis on CUSA.TV. We'll be right back here shortly.
Here at MTN Sports, you could say we're a bit competitive.
All right, boys, I got a media pass for the big game this weekend. Who's covering it?
6 feet apart. Fight!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let me guess. Who's shooting this weekend?
The funny thing is, I've got two.
I'm going to that game.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
So many men and women that have served that expected to be able to have their tuition or certain assistance being given to them, and that money evaporated. With the establishment of the general fund is to make sure that all those men and women can get through MTSU and pursue what they thought they could do when they came on back.
We're extremely proud that the Predators have identified the need to help make this fund one of the best at our university for our veterans.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Darius White alongside Zachary Long, and we just got through with the match. ETSU came away with the victory and wins it today with a score of 7-0. But right now we actually have a player that's joining us from the women's team. We have Muskan Gupta. Thank you so much for joining us today. How are you doing?
I'm good, a little tired, but not too bad.
Yeah, I bet you were tired. That was a long match. How did it feel playing at home again for the first time this year?
Oh, it felt so good. I wish we could start the season while playing home, but sometimes it's hard because it's both the teams playing. But I loved it. I love playing home, and we had so many supporters, so that was really good.
Right, and take us through that moment of that last set. You guys entered into that tie break. Take us to that moment and tell us what you were feeling in that moment as you were playing through that.
I guess once you get to a certain point of tiredness, you don't care about the score that much. So I was like, I have to play 7 points. Like I was trying to reduce the points in my head. I was like, oh, once you're down 6 points more, like 5 points more. I think that helps me to get through it because I was very tired, obviously, after that match. But yeah, I believed I could win. I was close.
I can barely run up and down a basketball court twice. So.
Yeah, exactly. You did a great job out there.
Yeah,
Thank
definitely.
you.
So, Muskan, you had your back up against the wall multiple times, especially during that last set. What was your mindset during that, especially having to get those breaks off of Morales?
My mindset is just to think that I'm good enough to get every point. Because for me, I'm a person who gets negative quite easily. Not negative, but like I doubt myself more. So I was just telling myself, if I can get her to third set, I can win every single point. So, but I like to take a breather. That's why I go back to the back fence or the back drop, and then take a minute, use my towel, and then come back and reset for the point.
Right, and we saw Coach Teo coming up to you throughout the breaks. You're taking the little mini breaks for your towel, and other coaches. What exactly were they telling you in that moment, and what were they saying to you?
Oh, so you want the tips and tricks? No, Coach Teo was just telling me that you're doing good. Keep setting with her. Like, don't leave the points, because both of us were tired. So it's not just me who's getting the tired. She's also playing a long match along with me. So it's just like run down every ball as much as I can.
Right. Makes sense. And so I guess speaking on you guys didn't come away with the win today. So explain to us exactly what's the team's outlook on today's game. What are you guys taking away from today's game?
It's a hard thing to take a loss, especially when everybody's training so much and then putting everything in the match, and even the coaches are putting everything in. But we just have to reset because we're doing everything we can. So you just got to prepare for the next match. Not forget, but take what you have to take from the matches and then kind of forget the loss.
Very positive outlook there coming from Muskan Gupta. Are we switching over to? Oh, okay.
Hey, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for
us.
joining us. And you guys are playing their next game this Sunday against Austin P.
Yeah.
Good luck to you guys there, and we'll see you guys back here next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And so you heard it from her. The team's morale is still up. They're still excited to play tennis. They're still ready to go out there and win some more matches. Today just it didn't work in their favor, but they're still building as a team. They're still building their craft, and they're still trying to go out there and win games.
Yeah, they definitely are. And again, multiple times throughout the match, they had their back against the wall and they kept playing. And they played well. They really did. The score didn't go like they wanted to at the end, but there's definitely a lot of positives to take away from that match.
And so we're going to take another short break. We'll be right back, and we'll return. This is MTN Sports coverage of Blue Raiders tennis on TUSA.TV. We'll be right back.
Here at MTN Sports, you could say we're a bit competitive.
All right, boys, I got a media pass for the big game this weekend. Who's covering it?
6 feet apart. Fight!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let me guess. Who's shooting this weekend?
The funny thing is, I've got 2.
I'm going to that game.
and welcome back. I'm Darius White, and I'm alongside Zachary Long. And to finish off today's match, ETSU came away with a 7-0 victory, and pretty dominant performance from them today. Unfortunately, for the Blue Raiders, it's a couple heartbreakers in the those final sets, but they finished off the best way that they could, but just not coming away with the victory today, unfortunately. But that's all we have for today. We want to thank MTSU Athletics for allowing us to stream these matches. We also want to thank Adams Tennis Complex for helping make all of this possible.
If you missed any of this or any of our previous matches, you can find a link to these CUSA matches by visiting our website, middletennesseenews.net, and clicking on our sports page. There, you will also find the full schedule of men's and women's matches.
We'll be back next Friday, February 14th, where there will be a doubleheader. The women's game will be first, and then the men's game will be after. The women's will be playing IUP-UI, and the men's game
and then the men's team will be playing right after.
Yes, men's team will be playing right after. So for Zachary Long and the rest of the MTN production crew, I'm Darius White. Thanks for watching MTN Sports. Your home for MTSU Blue Raider Tennis. Until next time, bye everybody.
Here at MTN Sports, you could say we're a bit competitive.
All right, boys, I got a media pass for the big game this weekend. Who's covering it?
6 feet apart. Fight!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let me guess. Who's shooting this weekend?
The funny thing is, I've got two.
I'm going to that game.